first of all, you've got to start with the city working for itself to improve the infrastructure and the conditions affecting our city. You know, we didn't get to the condition that we're in now with our streets and sewers and water problems overnight. It was systematic neglect. Neglect over years, not just a few years ago, but years and years of neglect. And now we've got a situation where we've got streets that are in horrible condition. And it's a shameful condition for a capital city. I don't have to tell you all this. I'd be surprised if one of you hadn't thrown out a front end just getting here this morning, driving over some of our streets. So before we start talking about working with other agencies and other entities and fixing our streets, we ought to look inward and say, why did we get to this point in the first place? And in my view, it is because we lack leadership that has paid attention to those kind of things. You know, I tell people all the time, and it sounds trite, I think, to some people, but you know, we have the ability to be a first-class city, but we can't do it if we keep electing second-rate leadership that permits third-world conditions, like some of our streets are in, to exist in this city. And so before we start looking for somebody to bail us out, whether it's the state or the federal government or doing a tax increase, we got to look inward and say, why did we get here in the first place? Because we can throw all the money in the world at this situation, but if we're not managing it properly and we're not providing the leadership, we're going to be back in the same conditions again and again and again. So I would say, let's fix the leadership problem first, and then we can fix the streets, and then we can fix crime, and then we can fix deteriorating housing. But that's where we got to start. Fix the leadership first.